good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this week's business training with the soul-led woman, Michelle Fragias, your intuitive business and speaking coach. If this is the first time for you to be in my world, drop a hello in the comments or in the chat and let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I love hearing where people are tuning in from around the world. So today's topic is all about talking, speaking, but it's about talking about your business. And so I am curious, as I always am, how many of you love to talk about your business? So much so that people are starting to give you some beloved feedback that you talk way too much about your business. Does this sound familiar? If it is, if that's you, drop a hashtag yes in the comments if you're a bit of a talker about your business, like you over talk about your business. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, let me just tell you. But drop a hashtag yes in the comments if you are a talker and just love speaking about your business. And what about if the actual thought about speaking about your business sends you into panic mode, sends you into overwhelm? If that's you, drop the comment hashtag panic in the comments box. I love to see all the different dualities of where people are at. See, I used to be so scared to talk about my business, particularly when I was in the field of network marketing. I always used to have this perpetuating thought that people will think that I'm only interested to try to sell them. So what ended up happening is that because I had this perpetuating thought that I always think that people will think that I'm speaking about my business because I want to sell to them. So I'm curious, how many of you think the same thing? Or maybe you've thought about that before, that if you talk about your business, people will think that you just want to sell to them. Drop a hashtag sell in the comments if you have ever felt this, or perhaps you still have moments of feeling like this, where you feel like every time you're about to talk about your business, it just feels like you have this thought that people think that you're selling, right? If that's you and you're feeling like that or have felt like that before, hashtag sell in the comments. I just love to know how many of you are feeling like that. I know for me, it can still be a battle. That thought in itself can still be a battle. Second guessing every post I write, second guessing what am I going to speak about. And you see, if you're second guessing and thinking those thoughts, they're going to be the thing that, that if you're constantly thinking, oh my goodness, people are going to think that I'm trying to sell to them. Right? They're going to think that the reason I want to talk to them is I just want to try and sell to them. So if you have this perpetuating thought, and if you're just joining in, hello, welcome, hashtag sell in the comments. If you feel like that every time you go to talk or speak about your business, you have this feeling or thought that comes up that says, oh my goodness, they're going to think that I'm selling to them. So I want to ask you, Are you actually selling to them? Because here's what I know. And I want to invite you to put a mirror up and ask yourself, are you talking about your business with the sole intention to sell? Because if you are having those thoughts and those feelings, then there's more than likely a chance that that is the intention behind the reason for you speaking, talking, right? So here is the thing. If you're thinking it, it's likely because you are. If you are, and I want to lay that down again, if you are thinking that every time you talk, the person that's listening will think that you're selling, if you have that thought, then it's likely because you also have that energy around it, right? And I really want you to let that land for a moment. And I want to invite you to get curious about that. Like, get curious. If you are thinking that whenever you talk about your business, people are going to think that you're selling, if you think it and you're feeling it, then it's likely that you are coming from the space and the energy of selling. And I want to say to you, there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, if you're constantly feeling like that, if you constantly feel like that every time you show up, right, or even you decide not to show up because you want to hide about it, because you keep having this thought and it feels icky and uncomfortable, and so therefore you choose not to talk about it, what if there are other ways? Would you be interested to learn about other ways that you can talk about your business without it feeling like you're selling all the time, right? Drop a hashtag yes in the comments, right? If you want to know how are some other ways that I can talk and speak about my business that does not feel like selling. All right, even if none of you said yes, I'm going to tell you how anyway. So drop a hashtag yes if you want to learn how you can talk about your business without it feeling like selling. All right, because that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can talk about your business and it does not feel like selling. You ready? Okay. So the first way that you can talk about your business that does not feel like selling is inform. Okay, so write that down, inform. You can inform and talk to people about a matter that is related or linked to your business or your industry. Inform. Changes that are happening, updates that are taking place, right? So when you come from the energy and the space to inform your listeners on a matter, on a subject matter that may be related to your business, to your industry, right? You're not selling, you're merely informing. Okay. So that was number 1, inform. So the second way that you can talk about your business without it feeling like selling is educate. You can educate people about a matter linked to what you do. Similar to what I'm doing today. How-tos, tips, tools, okay? You can educate. It's not always from a space of selling. And then the third way that you can talk about your business that doesn't feel like selling is inspire. Inspire. You can inspire people through the lens of your business, such as behind the scenes, reviews, testimonials, other ways that you're talking about your business without necessarily selling. So there you go. 3 ways that you can talk about your business. Inform, giving information, insights, right? Educate, tools and tips. And then the third one is inspire, behind the scenes, reviews and testimonials. So if you have been thinking that when you are talking about your business, it feels like selling, I want to invite you to go back to those 3 and see and ask yourself, when was the last time I did that, right? If I'm feeling like every time I talk about my business, it feels like I'm promoting and selling, go back to those 3. Have I educated, informed, or inspired my audience? in any way, right? Because it's a really great default to go back to and go, hang on a minute, I haven't done that, I haven't done that, I haven't done that. I always say, when you are talking, you always talk from the space of giving and service, and it will never feel like selling. Never, because you're always coming from a positive intent. But remember, the most important thing that I really want you to take away with you today is to talk about it. Talk about your business. Talk about your business. Because if you're not talking about your business, then people won't know what your business is. People won't know that you have a business. And when you talk about it and you continue to talk about it in the many different ways that I've shared today and the many different aspects, always from the space of giving and positive intention, then people will start to see you as the person to go to when they're ready for your service, or they know of someone that they can refer to you that you can support. All right. So the 3 ways that you can talk about your business: inform, right? Educate, inspire. Doesn't have to come from selling and promotion. So there are my tips for today. And if you're ready to talk more about your business, but you're unsure, how do you pull it all together? Where do you even begin? Maybe the thought of it sends you running and in panic mode. Then I do want to invite you to book in a complimentary one-to-one business visibility session with me. And in this one-to-one session, together, we're going to map out your business visibility plan, right? And explore whether or not it's a good fit to do more work together. So what do you need to do if you want to talk more about your business, don't know where to start, don't know where to begin, the thought of you sends you into panic mode, all right? I want to invite you to book in a one-to-one business visibility session with me. And let's see if I can show that. There it is on the screen. It's www.michellefragias.com/biz visibility, right? I've only opened a couple of sessions up in the next couple of weeks, right? This is absolutely complimentary, no strings attached, right? And together we're going to map out your business visibility plan and, get you started, get you talking more about your business, because often we are in our heads and it's time to get it out of our heads onto a plan and get you moving in the right direction. So remember, a couple of spots only for the next couple of weeks is my business visibility session, one-to-one. It's 30 minutes. You and I nut it out, what we're going to talk about, what your business is about, right? And it's also a good opportunity whether or not to do more work together. But if that's not the situation and we just got a plan, then I'm happy with that and get you out there talking more. So simply book on the link below that you can see on your screen right now, www.michellefragias.com/business visibility. All right. I hope you enjoyed this quick weekly business training, and I'd love to hear what's the biggest one big insight that you're going to do more of. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.